Carthage, a nation of trade, wealth, and naval supremacy. And at the heart of it all is its capital, Carthage, a city with over 300,000 residents, 3 defensive walls, and the best harbor of its day. But where did it come from? The Carthaginians came from the city of Tyre and sailed to North Africa to become a great trade empire. They quickly dominated the Lydians and Numidians who lived there. They quickly grew very wealthy by sending merchant caravans
becoming involved
Central
in
Africa,
sea
trade with merchant ships, and mining. They had also developed the production of wine before the 4th century BC. Carthage also produced finely embroidered silks, dyed textiles of cotton, linen, and wool, artistic and functional pottery, incense, and perfumes. They founded many cities along the coast of the Mediterranean, or in this case, everything you see in white. Its powerful trade empire led to the creation of a navy. Along with the creation of the navy, they created this magnificent harbor. This section for trade ships and merchant vessels, and the inside, which was for warships only, which could hold over 240 of them. Over the next 100 or so years, Carthage would fight a series of 3 wars against the Greeks of Syracuse over this island called Sicily. The Greeks are on the bottom of the map in yellow. The wars ended in a ceasefire. Soon, Carthage would fight 3 Punic Wars with Rome. The first one was started because a band of Punic rebels took the city of Messina, which is in black, on the island of Sicily. Syracuse, which are the Greeks still in yellow, attacked and laid siege to the city. The rebels asked Rome and Carthage for help. Both showed up, but Carthage began taking over the area. Then Rome had to respond and fight them. The battles that they fought on land, Carthage used elephants with archers on top. They also used a lot of mercenaries. At a naval engagement at the Orange Dot, Carthage lost, losing them the war. In this process, they lost where both the black arrows are pointing, Sicily and Corsica. As terms of surrender, Rome demanded unreasonable amounts of gold from Carthage. In retaliation, I think 20 years later, Hannibal Barca sent an army through the Alps and right through Italy. Rome had a tough time responding because all of its legions were on the outside borders fighting other wars. Hannibal was eventually called home because Rome led a counterstrike against their capital, Carthage. When Hannibal came back to North Africa, he fought the Roman army at Zama, right now by the Orange. He lost the battle, costing him and Carthage the war. As terms of surrender, Carthage was not allowed to take up arms against anyone, and were also again forced to pay Rome a lot of money. They also lost most of their cities. Later, the Numidians, who were to the west of Carthage, started attacking them. Carthage asked Rome if they could create an army to fight them, but Rome said no. In desperation, Carthage did it anyway. Rome, in response, laid siege to the city, starting the Third Punic War. The siege lasted 3 years, but when Rome broke through the walls of Carthage, Carthage was utterly destroyed.